So, it's time for round 14 out of 16 in the 2003 GP4.1 season. Just 3 rounds to go now, and the championship is looking very, very tasty. Etienne Jones at the top on 56 points, with Sean Sutherland in the Ferrari 8 points behind. He's just been confirmed at Ferrari with his teammate Leighton de Choutenay, who is 4th on 43 points. And between them, we have the McLaren of David Panayot on 46 points. And those 4 are probably going to be our main title challengers for the final 3 rounds. And in the Constructors, it's looking also very, very close. Ferrari at the top on 91, Williams on 88, with McLaren with an outside chance on 71 points. And now let's take a look at the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. So Etienne Jones, championship leader and pole sitter today. Can he convert this? We'll have to see in the race. Kingsley Kamisoto, his seat is under major threat right now, but he'll be pleased with 2nd place as he aims to keep his seat. Miguel Vera 3rd place, also someone whose seat could possibly be under threat, but probably less so than Kingsley. Sean Sutherland qualifies 4th. Constance Skywalker, a great qualifying from her in 5th place, with Leighton de Choutenay qualifying 6th. The 2 BARs locking out the 4th row. Shane Aldiemi ahead of Daniel Duarte, who has just been dropped from BAR and could possibly be related to the murder of David Richards. Leo Goria 9th, Sam Nathaniel 10th. David Panayot qualifying 11th. He will need to get his game on in the race if he wants to keep his chance of title glory. Tommy Toth qualifies in 12th place. McLaren Dreisig, Jay Hamel, Roland McAndrew, Ben Jones down in 16th. Michael Clark will be hoping for more in the race, qualifying 17th place. John Sopsdale 18th, once again ahead of his teammate. That becomes 11-3 now. Alex Aldermex down in 19th place, so Sauber struggling a lot today. With Jordi Alvarez in 20th and the 2 arrows at the back once again. It's going to be a wet race, just like in Mexico and Hungary and Turkey, of course. So that will be our 4th wet race of the year. And now we're here on the grid, and Motegi. Etienne Jones is on pole. The silver McLaren of Kingsley Kamisoto on the left there. Who will get the better start? Out of the 2, the lights are out. And it looks like it's a very slow start from both of them actually. Sam McGarrett will put them under threat, coming through the middle. And he's already into the lead through turn 1. McGarrett comes out on top. Kingsley Kamisoto has that inside line and might take 2nd place from Etienne Jones to kind of squeeze out a little bit. McGarrett already has an amazing lead. The 2 Ferraris 4th and 5th, or were anyway, as Constance Skywalker tries to find her way through. And there's a BR diving from nowhere. Daniel Duarte up to 6th place. The other BR actually comes together with McLaren Dreisig. He had a terrible start there. And now there's McLaren Dreisig facing the wrong way. There's a Minardi missing a wheel. So carnage here. The 2 arrows getting involved there. There's Jay Hamel as well on the gravel. Okay, so there's McLaren Dreisig just trying to dive from 13th place on Shane Aldiemi, and that was never going to go well. Shane Aldiemi actually mounting the Toyota there. While behind them, what happened? Roland McAndrew, just came together with Michael Clark. Put Michael Clark the wrong way for a moment, but... and also Ben Jones clipping the back of that Minardi. Jay Hamel, who was then taken out by those arrows. Anyone else with damage? Jordi Alvarez? I think both... John Sopsdale there. Who actually hit into the back of Ben Jones, so it was Sopsdale's fault with that. Apart from that, Leighton de Choutenay and Leo Goria side by side. And Etienne Jones down to 3rd place. Constance Skywalker down to 6th place, as we have to cut away there. Tommy Toth in 9th. Kingsley Kamisoto doesn't seem very quick at all though, as we see Constance Skywalker going very defensive to keep that 6th place, and Etienne Jones takes 2nd place of Kingsley Kamisoto actually. So what happened there? Side by side through the middle sector, Kingsley just didn't have that grip. while the Jaguar of Tommy Toth actually looks to make some moves. Everyone's at a crawling pace. It must be really wet out there, as Tommy Toth is up to 8th place. Was that then a move from Leo Goria? Through the middle sector. Fair enough. Tommy Toth up the inside of that Ferrari. Leighton Deschutes dropping back a little bit actually, as he was running 5th at one point, before then being crowded to the outside. And Leighton losing a bit of momentum, and Tommy Toth back up into 8th place. And now Leighton will have to watch out for David Panayot. These two are side by side. Looks like Panayot will get 9th place in the end, unless Leighton dives it back down the inside. Very, very slow here at the Japanese Grand Prix. Looks like everyone's finally settled into their places. Miguel Marvero already with a 2-second lead, which is what he wants. If he wants any chance of keeping his championship hopes alive even. Panayot still going at it with Leighton Deschutes in there, but he's going to have to back out of that one before it turns nasty. There's also a car facing the wrong way. It's Brandon Liu, unsurprisingly. Let's see then, any moves coming on. Daniel Duarte looks at the back of that Ferrari, but not this lap. Shane Aldiemi up the inside of Michael Clark as he wants to, he was already in front even. As he aims to make his way back through the field. Still that Sauber off in the gravel. So we're now on lap 2 out of 10. Everyone seems to have kept it pretty safe coming into the 3rd heavy braking zone of the lap. That is turn 5, I believe. So at the moment a Williams 1-2 in fact. They're looking very strong at the minute. I believe, was there a car? It was Brandon Liu again. All very close to each other though. Sean Sutton going a bit deep into there. No one can quite get a move done except possibly Michael Clark, who's very close to Shane Aldiemi. At this track the drivers do go for a lot of different lines, which can look like an overtake's happening when it isn't. Here's Daniel Duarte then, covering the inside line. And he takes 4th place off Sean Sutherland. That's not what the Scotsman needs. Alex Laldemex also overtaking Michael Clark for 13th place, or maybe not. Michael Clark will get a better exit, and that is 13th place still his. Etienne Jones really isn't looking too quick though. Dropped another 2 seconds to Miguel Rivera on that lap. Rivera by far the quickest man on track at the minute. There's Constant Skywalker facing the wrong way, hit by Tommy Toth. The two Jaguars coming together. Oh well, we just found out they're not going to be together next year, and not ideal for Jaguar. So Tommy Toth just kind of went into the side of Constant Skywalker on his own. Constant Skywalker. Constant Skywalker. Very lucky not to get any damage herself. Tommy Toth will unfortunately have to pit. Sam Nathaniel now negotiates his way past the damaged Jaguar. Shane Aldiemi will not, as he's now facing the wrong way once again. His front wing just completely comes off. Jordi Alvarez having to slow down a little bit there to avoid those cars. I'll promote David Panayot to 9th place. And could Daniel Duarte finally give a good result? There's Constant Skywalker once again off the track. Something has happened. There's Tommy Toth, who's completely missed the corner now. Oh, thanks to Jordi Alvarez. We kind of turned into each other. Conditions here are very hard to take in the wet though. You know, making an overtake here is a big commitment. Daniel Duarte though, with his, well, he's not going to finish the race obviously, but still running very well. After a run of pretty bad form, this will feel good for him, as he has announced he won't be a BAR next season. Either way, good luck for any new teams who might want to sign him. As actually, he takes a look to the inside of that McLaren, Kingsley Camisoto. He won't make the move there, but it was worth a little look, I guess. And in fact, he might make the move coming into turn 5. Not quite this lap. There's still time. And now Pano is side by side with Constant Skywalker. But Skywalker will keep that position. Actually, Pano's off on the gravel. He's got wing damage now. He'll have to pit with that one. As Loldemex is now in front of Michael Clark. I don't know when he made the move for that one. Ah, there it is. On the exit of turn 4 when Michael Clark was just very slow, and Loldemex pulls that switchback to get in front. Pano rejoining with half a wing in 13th place. That's not where he will want to be at all. Miguel Herrera absolutely dominating this race though. Well, Etienne Jones is going to have to watch out for Kingsley Camisoto. One Williams absolutely dominating it, the other one kind of struggling behind. We'll take a look then coming into this corner. Not going to happen on this lap. There's also something going on at the hairpin over here. It's Constant Skywalker facing the wrong way, and that will take her out of the points completely. Just a driver error there. And now the Jaguar will be facing the wrong way. And once again fighting with David Panayo. Just a lot further back. But yes, we have this little train here now between 2nd and 6th place. Etienne Jones, Kingsley Camisoto, Daniel Duarte, Sean Sutton and Leo Goria. And we could actually see Daniel Duarte possibly making a move here. Looks to the inside of turn 4, not really a great overtaking spot. Look who will make the overtake there, possibly though, no. Leo Goria won't quite be able to make a good enough exit on that one. Definitely pressuring, we'll say. Daniel Duarte goes very wide into there, thought he was going to go out onto the gravel, but he was just about kept on the track, stays in 4th place. Was there an incident just on the exit of turn 2? There it is, Michael Clark just getting a bit lost in the gravel there. Actually, just went out wide. Bit of understeer from the Renault and he loses 10th place. Not his fault, obviously. Michael Clark can never do anything wrong. Probably just a car problem. Now we see Etienne Jones basically coming to a stop behind the arrows. Sean Sutton facing the wrong way. What happened to him? Oh, we just lost the car. Everyone seems to be losing the car today. And instead, he will... This means big things for the championship, actually. That gap to Etienne Jones is going to open. And there's Daniel Duarte losing time on the outside of the arrows. Kingsley Camisoto against Etienne Jones, who will come out on top between these two. Championship leader against 10th place in the championship. But by no means is Kingsley Camisoto a bad driver. Etienne Jones has been immensely lucky this season, of course. And in fact, that's a mistake from Kingsley Camisoto. He gets it under control though. There's someone else facing the wrong way. It's Constant Skywalker once again. Coming together with Michael Clark. Into the wall he will go. She will go even. And that will put... Well, Alex Aldermax is now running in the points. I believe he just made a move on Simon Nathaniel. Coming out of that corner, actually. Did Simon Nathaniel have a problem or something? No, he just got a very bad exit out there. That puts Alex Aldermax in 7th place. Sean Sutherland rejoining in 10th after his incident. McLaren drives to getting a wheel on the grass and he spins as well. Everyone is spinning, Jesus. Kingsley Kamisoto still fighting with Etienne Jones here for that 2nd place. Etienne Jones actually loses it. Etienne Jones is facing the wrong way. No longer will he finish 2nd place. He's just lost so many points there. So does the Ferrari of Leighton Deschutes. He spins it there as well. These conditions are absolutely treacherous. Etienne Jones. Oh no, he's actually got wing damage. He's actually been taken out of the race by Leighton Deschutes. Is this a crush gate or something? Leighton Deschutes has just basically driven into the side of Etienne Jones's car, possibly to help out Sean Sutherland there. Literally, I don't know if you could blame Etienne Jones for that really. He kind of drove into Leighton's nose. But either way, Leighton getting off quite lucky there with no damage in 7th place. And Etienne Jones out the race completely. Absolute scenes here at Motegi for the championship. Which, you know, Etienne Jones could have actually had it go all his way today and championship was basically in his hands. Not anymore. As we see Leo Goria trying to make a move on Kingsley Kamisoto, but he's gone wide, he's put a wheel on the grass, and now he's facing the wrong way. Daniel Duarte's in podium position. Everyone is spinning. Alex Aldermax up to 5th place now. Sam Nathaniel 6th. 2 Ferraris side by side for 7th place. Johnson will have to back out here, but this is basically for the championship. Etienne Jones now kind of stuck in the middle of the track there at turn 3. 2 Ferraris going at it. They actually touch. Sean Sutherland and Leighton Deschutes, and they take each other out the race. Leighton Deschutes is out of the race now. Sean Sutherland is going to have to pit for a new front wing. Oh, that is terrible for Ferrari. Both our title contenders having their races absolutely ruined. This will all play into the hands of Miguel Malvero. Actually, David Pano, if he can make the most of all of this to gain some positions, might even get a point or two. As Daniel Duarte almost facing sideways by the end of that corner. No one can seem to keep it in a straight line even. So at the moment, Kingsley Kamisoto almost losing it there as well. At the moment then, if it was to finish like this, actually we go over 11 seconds his gap now at the front. So if it was to finish like this, we'd have Etienne Jones still on 56 points, Sean Sutherland on 48, David Pano on 46, Leighton Deschutes on 43, and Miguel Malvero on 42. So he would join that battle at the front of the grid for that title victory. Very, very much an outside chance for him, but not impossible. Our race leader now, just 3 laps to go for him. Michael Clark also in the points now. Sean Sutherland still running 10th place as Panout loses it. Panout might even go into the wall. He does, he loses a wheel. That's another spin from David Panout. Today just hasn't gone his way, has it? That means big things for the title. You know, if he could have got a good result today, that could have been suddenly the championship looking very good for him. This guy hasn't made a single mistake today, but mistakes can be punished very severely, so it's not wrapped up in the bag at all. that we only have 11 runners now. And Duarte is catching Camisoto very quickly, so we might have a battle on our hands for second place. In the meantime, everyone else seems to be spread apart a little. And go on board with the Spanish VAR driver. Basically can't see anything at all in front of you. It's impossible to keep it on the track, it seems. Kingsley Camisoto going out very wide there. Daniel Duarte is closing in on Camisoto now. McLaren drivers seem to struggle a lot. I think the McLaren is quite unstable in this weather. So Daniel Duarte, will he be able to make a move this lap? Unless he can do the switch back? No. Camisoto closes him off. I think keeping second place is the least of his worries now though, as Daniel Duarte almost drives it off the track. Keeps it all under control though. Miguel Oliveira is setting the fastest lap. He's the only driver who seems to be able to drive consistently quickly. We'll take a look at the fastest driver on track right now, and it is Miguel Oliveira by half a second over Leo Goria, and a further 10th back to Daniel Duarte on that last lap. And there's Kingsley Camisoto now facing the wrong way. Daniel Duarte will just drive clean round the outside of Kingsley Camisoto. Oh, that was not a good mistake there from Kingsley Camisoto, but he gets it going again in 4th place. I'm guessing he just locks the wheels, just like everyone else who spun has. He does get it going again in 4th place, luckily for him. That does increase Miguel Oliveira's lead now to 15.2 seconds. Miguel Oliveira with a brilliant race here. Is there a problem there? I thought I saw Michael Clark going quite slowly, but he seems alright. And now the fastest 3 cars are in the top 3 positions. These 3 are probably the drivers who deserve to be in the top 3 today. No mistakes at all from them. Just good wet weather driving. Simon Nathaniel must have got past Alex Lodamex a while ago. Seemed to have missed the move, sorry about that. As Miguel Oliveira starts his fastest final lap even. Drives around turn 1 and 2 for the final time this race. Can he just make it around the lap? That's all he really needs to do. He can drive 15 seconds a lap slower if he wants to, and he'll still win the race. He also doesn't seem to have any moving chicanes in his way, which will work out very nicely for him. Daniel Duarte does not have that luxury. He has to worry about Shaquille O'Neal, who will clear himself out of the way on the gravel. Right, almost into the path of Leo Goria actually. But he's okay. Next driver to have to worry about him will be Kingsley Camisoto. As they head towards turn 5, he might be in a risky position, but Shaquille O'Neal does avoid the back of that McLaren. Big Shaq not having his greatest day today. 15th place where there's only 12 runners. Oh well. And now Miguel Oliveira enters the last sector of the twin ring Motegi. Not far from home now. There's just 3 corners to go now. He has been absolutely amazing this race, dominated from the start to the finish, got an amazing start and not a single mistake, while all the other drivers have been crashing and spinning left, right and centre. Miguel Oliveira will win the Japanese Grand Prix And there's been an incident in the middle sector. In fact, it sets the fastest lap to go with it, though. Daniel Duarte will get second place, Leo Goria third. What has happened then in the middle sector? Someone's off? Oh, it's just Big Shaq. It was always going to happen. I don't know how he made it so far, to be fair. Danny Duarte second place, Leo Goria third. Kingsley Camisota will get fourth place, which could have been second, but you'll just be glad to finish, to be honest. Simon Nathaniel fifth place, Alex Loldemex in sixth. McLaren Dreisig will get seventh place, and actually, Sean Sutherland in the wall on the final lap. He was running 10th anyway. He just spun it anyway. Definitely not. Doesn't want to be putting drives like that in if he wants to win the championship, that's for sure. And it will be 8th place, more points from Michael Clark. Great stuff from the Renault driver. Jonathan Stotsel will just about miss out on those points. So here's our final race results, and I'll just run you through our championship after this race. Etienne Jones will be on 56 points still, Sean Sutherland still on 48 points, David Panner still on 46, Leighton Teshutnir also still on 43, so this race doesn't seem to have done anything for the championship in that regards. Leo Goro will move up to 43 points though, as he's still in the championship hunt somehow in that Renault, and Miguel Rivera will be on 42 points to keep himself in championship contention. Everyone else from McLaren Dreisig downwards, so that is 32 points in 7th place downwards. They're all out of championship contention now, unfortunately for them. But we still have 6 drivers left in contention with 2 races to go. It's all to play for here. Next 2 races are Indy and Interlagos, which are both very good. All you need to do is keep your nose out of trouble and it could go your way. So lap chart. The fastest lap goes to Leo Goria, actually, who took it at the end there with a 1:48.9. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in Indianapolis.